Welcome back. The Blue Jays were looking for an 11th straight win this afternoon as they wrapped up their series with the White Sox, but it wasn't meant to be.
This headed to left field, and it's going to drop. And another run is going to come in to score.
The White Sox beat the Jays 2-1 to snap their win streak. A win today would have tied the franchise record of 11 wins in a row, dating back to 2015. The winning streak has placed Toronto 3 games up on the Yankees at the top of the American League East Division. Toronto will have tomorrow off before beginning a West Coast road trip with a series against the Athletics. The NHL and its Players Association have ratified an extension of their collective bargaining agreement. The extension means there will be labor peace in the sport through 2030. The sides came to a tentative agreement on the 4-year extension late last month. The deal includes a move from a 82-game regular season to an 84-game season with fewer exhibition games. It also includes shorter maximum contract lengths, a playoff salary cap, and no mandatory dress code for players. The Edmonton Oilers have acquired a top prospect from the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Oilers sending 2024 first-round pick Sam O'Reilly to Tampa for Isaac Howard. Howard scored 26 goals and had 26 assists in 37 games with Michigan State this past season. The 21-year-old from Wisconsin earned the Obey Baker Award as the best player in the NCAA. He also had 7 goals and won a gold medal at the 2024 World Junior Hockey Championship. After getting drafted 31st overall in 2021, Howard went viral online for calling himself, quote, the best-looking guy here. Following the deal, the Oilers promptly signed Howard to a 3-year entry-level deal. 17-year-old sensation Gavin McKenna of the Medicine Hat Tigers announced yesterday he will play U.S. college hockey next season.
Me, my family, and everyone who's a kind of part of my circle, we all decided that the best spot for me next year will be Penn State University. I think Penn State is a great spot for me.
McKenna is expected to be the #1 pick in next year's NHL draft. This is the first year CHL players are eligible to play at the college level. This makes McKenna the first CHL superstar to choose to play for name, image, and likeness money, or NIL deals. He's expected to get a compensation package worth around $700,000 US. McKenna collected 129 points in 56 games with Medicine Hat last season. And finally, a woman on Vancouver Island is hoping to make a big impact on the world with the help of some tiny knitting needles. Her miniature projects have raised tens of thousands of dollars for people living in war zones. Here's Adam with tonight's Sawaski sign-off.
To appreciate why Birgitta wears one particular pin wherever she goes,
and I have been knitting them now for 3 years.
We need to go back 80 years to the Second World War when Birgitta was awoken by a bang.
The bomb came and blew our windows out.
Before a large crowd gathered to gawk at the aftermath, little Birgitta and her brother were alone, facing flames rising from a hole in their bedroom floor.
And I said, I can't move.
It was just fear. You were stuck with fear.
Absolutely stuck with fear.
Although her brother was just 2 years older, he ran to her rescue.
And so he held my hand and we walked out.
Birgitta lost her home that day, and by the time she'd reached elementary school, had also lost both her parents.
You had difficulties and you just had to try and learn to cope with them.
Like when Birgitta was diagnosed with dyslexia.
But I've never been treated as if I was stupid.
Instead, the caring grandparents who raised her encouraged Birgitta to focus on her strengths.
And I could do knitting and sewing and stuff long before most of my friends could.
That support not only inspired Birgitta to pursue her passion professionally, it motivated a lifetime of volunteering to help others facing adversity.
Yeah, I don't like things that are not fair.
So, when she saw what was happening in Ukraine and thought of the girls experiencing war like she once did,
if I can raise a bit of money by doing a little bit of something else, then why on earth wouldn't I?
But Birgitta never imagined her little handmade flags would end up raising a lot of money for the Red Cross in Ukraine.
I think I must be pretty close to having raised $20,000.
And the 87-year-old has no plans to quit, because like her big brother's bravery, like her grandparents' unconditional loving, Birgitta is determined to make a positive difference in the lives of others.
We all have things that we can do. It may not be something that's earth-shaking, but at least you've tried to do something.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Saanich.
And Michael, that's all for the Busy Sports cast.
Good stuff. Now, you were saying before the break it was windy and also a busy day in sports.
Busy day in sports. The Blue Jays.
We called this a segue. Speaking of blowing it, you want to talk about the Blue Jays?
We don't need to talk about it.
Probably a good choice. That's our newscast for tonight. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 6.
Bye-bye.
Good night.